Namaste. Hi there, it's me, Stacey Lei, and of course I'm here with Miss Foxy Brown. Welcome to yoga. Thank you for joining me. Today's session is inspired by two traditional yoga sequences that have been practiced for thousands of years by millions of people. The Sun Salutation and the Moon Salutation. And I'll be modifying some of the exercises so that they're very accessible and feel amazing on your body. We'll use our physical movements, breath, thoughts, and emotions to feel inspired from the inside out. I think by the end of this session, you're going to feel amazing. I hope you're as excited as I am. For today's class, we will be moving down to the ground, so you'll need a mat or a carpet. And I also suggest a small hand towel to keep your knees feeling comfortable. So you can keep that just right next to you. And I'd also like you to have a yoga block. Now, if you don't have a block, you can use a thick book or a pot from your kitchen turned upside down, or a thick sofa cushion. And you could place that right in the middle of your space. If you're ready to get started, then join me. Take your feet apart wide, place your left hand onto your heart and your right hand on top of that. Stand tall, stand proud. Inhale deeply, take your time exhaling. Our theme for today is inspiration. And we can inspire ourselves with our breath, right? You could breathe in and inspire your lungs. You can also inspire your own self with your thoughts, keeping your thoughts positive, confident, powerful. We don't need to go outside all the time to inspire us. So let's take this time to shift from the busy world out there to the quiet space in here with me. Congratulations, you've arrived. The next 28 minutes are all about you. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Now, I invite you to close your eyes and think about these long, deep breaths that you're taking. You know, when we breathe, there's so much more happening than just the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. You can breathe in life-giving energy, happiness and joy and peace, forgiveness and gratitude. You can exhale out the energy that doesn't serve you, the energy that's stale, discomfort, dis-ease, grief, sadness, anger. Think about exhaling stale air from your lungs, exhaling stale words from your throat. Stay with your long, deep breaths and think about what you need more of today. Do you need to take in refreshing energy, or do you need to let go of what's stale? Choose which inspires you today, and let's use that as your fuel for today's movement session. Inhale deeply. Take your time exhaling. Now blink your eyes open and do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. The mantra that I'll be using today is, I inspire and empower with my breath and my thought. So hopefully that will help you to inspire and empower your postures and your emotional state today. Let's start moving. Bring your feet together, please. Squeeze your ankle bones tight, squeeze your knees together, engage your seat, engage your core. Bring your hands to your shoulders with your thumbs pointed back, fingers wide. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, draw your shoulders away from your ears. This is the mountain pose. So powerful. Now open up your arms wide like a cactus plant. I'll refer to this today as your cactus arms. Flip your palms up just a little bit with your thumbs pointed back and roll your shoulders back a few times. Give yourself a gentle upper back massage. And now hold. Press your thumbs back, tilt your chin up just a little bit, and find a sparkle behind your eyes. Think about how this exercise series is going to make you feel by the end. Let that inspire you. Inhale, reach up, the mountain pose. Now bend your knees, hinge forward from your hips, and slide your hands to your thighs. Chair pose. Sit down low, keep your abdominals engaged and make your spine long. And now stand up. Let's link these postures together to create a flow, the beginning of our Sun Salutation. Inhale, reach up, the mountain pose. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach up, mountain. Exhale, chair. Inhale, exhale, mountain, cactus, mountain, chair. Inhale, exhale. Remember to use your breath. Now I'll add our mantra. You follow along with my movement and you continue with your deep breath, okay? Inhale, reach up. I inspire and empower with my breath and my thought. I inspire and empower with my breath and my thought. One more time. I inspire and empower with my breath and my thought. Hopefully you're feeling warm and a little bit more flexible than when you first arrived. Now that you know this series, we'll practice the same series but add on to it. I'd like you to turn to the right side of your room and follow along with me, okay? So come to the front of your space here, and let's practice that same series again. Inhale, reach up, mountain. Cactus arms, mountain. Chair pose. Now hold. Transfer both hands onto your left leg. Step back with your right leg. Now, if you look at me for a second, you can see that my back heel is lifted up. See if you can do the same. And then bend your back leg. This is high lunge. Now look down at the floor and walk your hands down. Bend your bottom knee. This is low lunge. Bring your foot back so that you're in tabletop. And you could stay here on your hands and knees or come up to high plank. The choice is yours. Either way, take a deep breath in. Exhale. You could stay on your toes or lower to your knees. Shift your weight so that your heart is in between your hands. Now lower your chest down towards the floor. Lower down, down, down. And now flip your toes and lower your hips. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Slide your arms out in front of you. So you're resting on your forearms, but draw your forearms in towards your chest. Flip your palms up. Lift your heart forward and up. So you'll feel an opening in your upper back. If you feel any tension or compression in your lower back, then I invite you to take your legs wider. That might be more comfortable for you. So it's your choice. A deep breath in and a long exhale. You could tilt your chin up just a little bit and think about lengthening your spine from the crown of your head down to your tailbone. Now flip your palms down and use them to push you up and all the way back to child's pose. And just rest here for a moment. Maybe your head will touch the ground, maybe not. Now that we're spending more time on our knees, you get to decide if you'd like to use the towel as a small pillow for your knees. If you need the towel to keep you more comfortable, please be sure to use it now. Push yourself up to tabletop, right? So this is really a good time to use the towel under your knees. You would just place it down just like this and then rest on it. So it's your choice. Okay, let's talk about tabletop. Tabletop, just like a real table, has 4 legs, right? So your hand needs to be just below your shoulder, like the true leg of a chair, very supported and stable. So shoulders over your hands and hips over your knees, that's your tabletop. And now fold your toes and stretch your feet. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Brace yourself through your core, feel strong and supported. And now hover your knees above the ground, lift your hips downward, facing dog. So feel free to keep your knees slightly bent, or you can begin to straighten your legs. Choice is yours. Bend one knee and then bend the other knee. This is called walking the dog. Now lift both heels high. Listen. Lift your right leg up into the air. Lift it up nice and high. Do your best to make your leg straight and then lower it back down. Let's do it one more time. Lift your leg up. Now lift your eyes and take a big step forward to the front of your mat. Land as quietly as you can. And you might land on your mat or you might land off the mat. It's up to you, whichever is more comfortable. Please bend your bottom leg and then take your time, toe heel your foot into the center of your space. Low lunge. Walk your hands up. Lift your back knee, high lunge. Take a big step forward, chair pose. Reach both arms up overhead, the mountain pose. Slide your hands down to your heart and hold. This is called Samastitihi, standing at attention to yourself. Deep breath in and a long exhale. I can really feel my heart thumping underneath my hands. I hope you can too. All right, let's practice this on the other side, okay? Here we go. Inhale, mountain pose. I inspire and empower with my breath and my thoughts. Bring both hands to your right leg. Step back with your left leg. This is high lunge. Reach down to the ground, lower your knee down. This is low lunge. Step back to tabletop or high plank. The choice is yours. High plank or tabletop. Shift your weight so that your heart is in between your hands. And take your time, lower down, down, down to the floor on your knees or on your toes. And then just relax. Bring your forearms out in front of you. Take your legs wide if that feels more comfortable. Lift your heart forward and then lift it up. Find length from the crown of your head to your tailbone. Inhale deeply. Exhale a lot. Flip your palms. Push your body up and back to child's pose. Now, if you've got that towel, bring your knees to the towel. Sit your hips back as low as you can. Whatever you have available today is perfect for today. Now, stretch from your fingertips to your hips. Stretch and stretch like a cat. And you might prefer to rest your head down to the mat. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Press yourself up to tabletop. Fold your toes. Exhale, engage your abdominals. Lift your knees. Lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Allow your head to hang down heavy, and then bend one knee and bend the other knee. Walk the dog. Pedal and pedal. While you're hanging here upside down, it's very important to exhale. Okay, lift both heels high and lift your left leg up into the sky and lower back down. Let's do that one more time. And now take a big step forward. Try to land as quietly as you can. Lower your back knee down. Toe heel your foot into the center of your space. Walk your hands up to your thighs. Lift your back knee. Get ready for another big step forward. Step forward into chair pose. Mountain pose, reach up overhead. Slide your hands to your heart. Samasti Tahi. Inhale deeply. Exhale a lot. Do that again, another round of breath. I inspire and empower with my breath and my thoughts. Okay, let's move on to the Moon Salutation. Turn towards me, come on back. So I'm going to take this towel out of my space. Make sure you have your block or something like a block in front of you. And I'd like you to start with your feet together again. Sweep your arms up to the mountain and bring your hands together. Now keep your arms over your head. I'd like you to create a steeple grip. So your fingers interlace, your index fingers come up like the steeple of a church, and then you cross your thumbs. And now press your arms back behind you a little bit, but be sure that your back doesn't sway too much. Keep your abdominals engaged and engage your seat. Palm tree. Feel yourself swaying in the breeze like a tree from side to side. Now, I'd like to just remind you about the breath work we did earlier in class today. You determined if you need to breathe in more energy or let go of what's stale. So just remind yourself of that again. Come over to your right side and hold in half moon. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I inspire and empower with breath and thought. Bring your hands back up to the center, please. Take a wide step to your right and sink your hips down. Open your arms wide. This is the fierce goddess. Normally, we practice a very quiet, gentle goddess. This is the fierce goddess. Reach your arms out to the side, thumbs pointed up. Fierce angle pose. A deep breath in and a long exhale. Lift your heels up, balance. Eek. Lower your heels back down. All right, bring your hands to your hips. And I'd like you to pivot your left foot so that your toes are pointed towards me, and then your front foot is pointed towards the side of the room. And now bend and straighten your leg a few times. If it feels comfortable, you could take your legs a little bit wider. Now keep your knee bent and place your right hand onto your right thigh. Okay, once your feet are in position, I'd like you to press them down into the mat and then energetically, without actually moving them, energetically pull your feet towards one another. Now hold that posture and reach your arm over your head to extended side angle, and stretch from your fingertips all the way down to your foot. Now that you've given your side body such a good stretch, bring your hand to the back of your head. Straighten your front leg and then bend to the side and then bend down again. So you're multitasking. You're using your leg and bending your torso. One more time, please. And now hold, and let's hold the extended side angle. Flip your palm up towards the ceiling and just find a few circles to circulate and lubricate your shoulder joint. Hold the next one down and bend both knees. Now, I'd like you to reach forward and take your block. You can keep it in a low position like this, or a little bit higher, or this would be the highest position. I'm going to use that right now. So both hands come onto your block, bend your knees, and straighten your legs. So we'll take a few minutes here to lengthen your legs. Work on your hamstring mobility and flexibility. Bend and straighten. Each time you straighten your legs, exhale. Now do your best to listen to me without looking up. I'd rather you drop your head down. So drop your head down towards the floor, bend your knees, and then straighten your legs. Keep going. Bend and straighten. 2 more times. Bend and straighten. Now this time, bend your knees and hold them bent. Lengthen through your spine from the crown of your head to your tailbone. And then slide your right hand up to your rib cage and then twist to the right side. Maybe your eyes can turn up towards the ceiling, maybe. And then come back down. Let's do the other side. Twist up, look up, come back down. Straighten your legs, bend your knees. Now bring one hand to your thigh. You can move the block, the other hand to your thigh, and hinge your body up. Come up to standing. Now find your fierce goddess. One more time. Reach your arms up overhead. A little bend in your left leg will help you to hop, hop, hop all the way back. The mountain pose, hands to heart. Samasti Tihi. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Let's practice this series on the left. Here we go. Reach up, mountain pose. Interlace your fingers, steeple grip, like the steeple of a church. Left and right, left and right. It's the palm tree. Now you might notice on this round that you have a little more flexibility than the first time we did it. You should be proud of yourself. Okay, let's hold this one over to the left side. So frame your face with your arms. If you'd like to look up towards the ceiling, you can. Come back down towards me. Whoop. That will challenge your balance for sure. Okay, come back up to the center. Now take a big wide step over to your left. Turn your toes out, fierce goddess. Fierce angle. Reach your arms in both directions. Reach through your fingers and now point your thumbs up. Lift your heels up. Balance. Lower your heels down. Bring your hands to your hips. Okay, pivot your right foot. Pivot your left foot. So now we've got the warrior feet. One foot in one direction, one foot in the other direction. Bend and straighten, bend and straighten a few more times. And then hold. Energetically pull your feet together. Place your left hand onto your left thigh and stretch. Extended side angle. Bring your fingertips to the back of your head. Side bend. And repeat this a few times. So this particular exercise will challenge your balance. It will boost your flexibility. Plus it's fun. Hold your next one down, please. Extended side angle. Now flip your palm up. Big back strokes a few times to circulate and lubricate your shoulder. One more big circle and hold it down. Bend both knees. Sink your hips low. Now lift your tailbone up and reach for your block. Once again, a little bit of hamstring mobility. As soon as you're feeling ready, drop your head down towards the floor, bend your knees, and then straighten your legs. Bend and straighten a few more times. Hold your next one down. Lengthen through your spine. Slide your left hand up to your rib cage and twist to your left. Lower down and now to the right. Bring one hand to your thigh, move the block, the other hand to your thigh and hinge your body up. Place your hands on your hips, bend your right leg and take little steps, a little hop, over to come feet together, little hops, little safer. Inhale, reach up, the mountain pose, exhale, Samastitihi. Let's practice our sun salutation one more time on both sides. Are you ready? Come on over here with me. Feet together, knees together. Let's do it. I inspire and empower with my breath and my thoughts. Both hands on your left leg. Step back with your right leg. High lunge. Lower down to the ground. Low lunge. Come to your knees or to your toes. Lower your chest all the way down to the ground and then flatten onto your belly. Take your feet wide if you'd like, elbows to the floor. Sphinx pose. Press back to child's pose. Press up to tabletop. Fold your toes, lift up, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg, step forward, high lunge. Toe heel your foot into the center of your space. Big step forward, chair pose. Mountain pose, cactus arms, mountain pose, chair pose. Bring both hands to your left leg. Nope, to your right leg. Step back with your left leg. High lunge, low lunge. Step back to tabletop or high plank. and lower your body to the floor. Sphinx pose. Press back, child's pose. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Step forward, high lunge. Toe, heel your foot into the center. Bring your hands to your thighs. Chair pose. Mountain pose. Hands to heart, Samastitihi. Take a step and turn towards me. Bring your feet together, please, and bring your left hand to your heart and your right hand on top of that. Now take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Inhale and exhale. I inspire and empower with my breath and my thought. I hope you feel inspired and empowered. That was a powerful flow today, wasn't it? And I'm sure you did a great job. Every moment of your life has brought you to be here with me right now. I hope you enjoyed yourself. It was an honor and a privilege to guide you today, and I look forward to guiding you the next time you find your way to your mat. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay inspired. Namaste.